According to a statistical survey conducted by the Central Bureau of Statistics in Stockholm, ice hockey is the most popular sports entertainment in Sweden today.
The game is about to start, and this is the highest league of the Swedish ladies hockey. And attention from public, it's fantastic! This will be a very exciting game. Two of players from HV71 actually played in the national team, and three of the girls who play in Brynäs also participated in the national team in Switzerland this year. Let's see what will happen.
Ice hockey was a further development of the popular bandy game, a winter ball sport played by two teams wearing ice skates on a large ice surface, whilst using sticks to drag a ball into the opposing team's goal. In the middle of the 19th century, ice hockey enjoyed its first upheaval in Montreal, in Quebec in Canada. The first national organization, the Amateur Hockey Association of Canada, was founded on the evening of 8th December 1886 in Victoria skating rink in Montreal. Famous Stanley Cup is the oldest existing trophy to be awarded to a professional sports franchise in North America. This champion trophy was named after Frederick Arthur Stanley, also known as the Lord Stanley of Preston. He was a Conservative Party politician in the United Kingdom. In 1888, he was appointed by Queen Victoria as Governor General of Canada. When living abroad, his sons Arthur and Algernon became brilliant ice hockey players and persuaded their father to donate a trophy to the Amateur Ice Hockey League. Ice hockey entered into common Swiss awareness through the Winter Olympic Game in Antwerp in 1920. However, the professional Swedish Women's Hockey League was established as recently as 2007, the year after the national women's team won a silver medal in the Winter Olympic Game in Turin in Italy.
So, what really happened with women's hockey? The tickets cost nothing, and the crowd is 100 people is here. I'm just wondering why it costs 400 crowns for men's hockey and it costs nothing for women's hockey still. I can't see the crowd.
According to a cultural anthropological study conducted by a Swedish scholar, ice hockey rinks are often referred as male players' second homes, an arena to celebrate hegemonic masculinity and primitive roughness. The centrality of players' performance in an ice hockey game is often associated with physical supremacy and aggressiveness. Consequently, versatile forwards who move in a large surface often possess fantastic anaerobic power and aerobic capability. Their skating ability is important when shooting, passing, and receiving a small black puck in the vicinity of the goal. On the other hand, the defenders must be robust, resilient, and rough. For this reason, many of the best paid NHL male defenders are often tall and heavy lads, who are as sturdy and impenetrable as the Great Wall of China.
There's something almost magical about the last minute of the period. All the girls were up to the very best behavior as if they want to demonstrate. Please allow me to play before I have to retire.
The ability to skate and handle a puck is important when selecting an ice hockey player. However, the team spirit and camaraderie is equally important. I stood only 2 meters away from the players of the home team, who were 1 point down. Their mental toughness was impressive, As the final moment approached with a fast pace, none of the players became quarrelsome, nor did they begin to scream swear words towards their opponents, despite the pace of the game increasing noticeably. My eyes could hardly track down the trajectory of the puck as it flew back and forth. Suddenly, the arena became eerily quiet. HV-71's forward moved towards the goal of the opponent, and their defenders skated back and forth, trying to block her path and preventing other teammates from assisting her. I could almost hear the sound of the skating movement. Suddenly, that small puck entered the goal. I was deeply touched. None of the hockey heroines from HV-71 saw the last minutes of the last period. At garbage time, they fought back. Finally, they pulled the puck into the goal.
This is the Hall of Fame for this hockey team. Just let me see. Gentlemen, here is a lady. Yeah. If you want to celebrate hockey, you need to celebrate the male player. That is the trick.
How much does the old-fashioned misogyny in ice hockey attitude prevent young girls from learning to play hockey? Sadly, the locker room culture still encourages and rewards particular performance of masculinity both in and out of the rinks. Many would even state that hockey culture is often associated with aggression, domination, and violence. As players progress in the game to elite levels, such behaviors are expected, reinforced, and rewarded. According to a recent Swedish radio documentary, players who do not adhere to implicit and explicit organizational expectations risk being socially ostracized. My question is why it is still so important to encourage young girls to play hockey. Because many female players enjoy hockey games.
Now it's really interesting. It is 3-3 and both teams will play for another 5 minutes. Anything can happen.
It is a fantastic example that the players could learn to develop many valuable life skills by playing game, besides improving their physical fitness, lung capacity, and cellular activity. When being an underdog in a battle, the ability of being stoic and decisive is the only path to overcome adversities. In addition, in a moment like this, players have to learn to communicate with each other efficiently and help each other to alleviate mental stress. It is necessary to develop a mindset of winning and the attitude of accepting failure as an opportunity for further growth.
The game is over and I'm still here. Looking at the ice, I find one feature. There is a script for the men's hockey league, but not the women's. And if you look at all the commercials, you have the construction companies, you have the car companies, you even have pizzeria and everything else, as if all the commercials are there to attract men to buy more things. And my question is, the lack of attention towards women's hockey probably have something to do with the fact that the entire game, from the commercial aspect, was already deemed to be a men's game, or am I wrong?
Who watched this women's hockey game? Players' parents, siblings, boyfriends, or younger local female players. They were there to cheer for their loved ones, to celebrate their performance. My next question is how to market women's hockey games to benefit women's well-being and female hockey players' career opportunities. Is equality the keywords in commercial sports promotions? While looking around, I realized that many hockey clubs do not even try to market women's game, despite Swedish female players enjoying a high esteem internationally. I do not believe rules that accommodate roughness in men's games cause the lack of interest in women's games. I think the greatest obstacle is the deep-rooted common prejudice towards female competitiveness. After all, femininity is often associated with sensitivity and sweetness.